Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Friday. It's Friday evening already. My goodness, this week just went by so quickly. And I know people are probably out commuting or out and about doing things, but I just wanted to stop by for a few moments and share some thoughts with you. I see some folks jumping on. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you coming on and listening to me for a few moments. Appreciate your support, Heidi. And I look forward to seeing you guys and chatting with you. And so what I'm going to talk about just for a few moments this evening is what happens when discipline wins. What happens when discipline wins? And so one of the most important things we can do, the most important skills we can develop, is that skill of discipline. To develop it and maintain it and utilize it, that is so critical to growth and success in every aspect of our lives. And so one might ask, well, what is discipline? And there are a number of different ways we can think about discipline. But here in this context, I'm talking about self-discipline, discipline that requires a person to exercise control over their thoughts and their feelings, to resist temptations. And, you know, there are some people who encounter a whole lot more temptations than others, but we all experience temptations. And there are weaknesses that people have to overcome as well. Self-discipline is about staying on course. It's about understanding what your decisions are and what your goals are and what you need to do to stay motivated, right? When we think about all that happens around us each and every day, and so many distractions, so many things that pull our energy out of us, just completely depletes us of energy. You know what I'm talking about, right? Your different roles that you engage in, and you try to be the best you can be in every aspect, but it can completely drain you to the point of not being able to do what you need to do for you. And as a result of doing it for you, you're doing it for your family as well. And so being self-disciplined is about staying on course. It's about staying motivated and understanding what the big picture is, what you're really working towards, and not getting so entangled in the little things that happen along the way. And I know we all encounter those things, but my message to you this evening is to rise above them. And discipline is what helps you to do that. It's very, very critical to have discipline in every aspect of your life. And while everyone knows and would agree with me that, yes, we need to be disciplined, we need to have it, there isn't a whole lot of emphasis on how to strengthen it, what to do about that. And so how you go about strengthening the discipline that you need is to be persistent in making the commitment to do the things that you need to do on a regular basis, to follow through regardless of what's going on around you. And if you need to make adjustments, you understand the scope of those adjustments, and then you come back to the regular plan. Nothing that completely derails you. But if you need to have some flexibility, you do that. But it's really about flexing the commitment muscle in your life so that you can do the things that require the first step, the second step, and moving forward. And you know what? Those few steps initially are the most difficult. When I haven't been running for a while because of an injury I had, but when I didn't run for a long time and then I started running again, oh my goodness, those first few days into the first few weeks, most painful. Didn't feel like I could really put another step in front of the other while I was still walking and warming up, much less running. And then when you start running, you know, you just feel like giving up in that first half a mile, and then you push through and you get to the end of the first mile, and then you start picking up momentum and your energy improves, and then the second mile is not that difficult. It's the same thing in life. It's the same thing when we are engaged in all the things that we need to do particularly when it's a new skill set, when it's a new commitment, we start very slowly, and the first 10 steps are going to be so difficult compared to the second 10 steps, but you got to do it. Just put one foot in front of the other and keep going. That's what discipline is all about. And so when you make that commitment, regardless of what's happening around you, and you follow through with the plans you have for yourself, self-discipline is at work and will produce the results that you're looking for. So what you need to do is resist the noise around you, resist the temptations, the things that will derail you, and exercise your inner strength. We all have it. We have some inner strength, and if you don't have a lot, just tap into what you do have and build on it. If you aren't intrinsically motivated, that means that your motivation comes from within you to do the things that you have to do without anybody telling you to get up and do it. Then find people around you who can help push you until you get to that place for yourself. And so that ongoing practice and habitual routine, that daily stretching of yourself, is really what's going to get you to develop your discipline and to stabilize that decision and that routine in your life. If you don't have it written down and you're not practicing it regularly, it is not going to happen. You have to make a decision to build out the things that are important in your life and get rid of those things that just suck the life out of you, that just get in your way of progress, regardless of what aspect of your life you're looking at. And so this might sound like it could result in having a really rigid life. You know, this is not about being harsh. This is not about denying yourself things that you couldn't live without, right? This is not about having a restrictive life. Now, some things might need to be removed, but it's not that your lifestyle is restrictive. You're actually doing the things, the difficult things that get you to the next place in your life. And yeah, sometimes that requires sacrifice, but it's not that it's punitive, it's necessary. I really would want you to think about discipline as a form of freedom. It frees you up to live a more fulfilled life. So instead of thinking about it as this heavy weight and I got to do this and I can't do that, no, think about it as actually affording you the freedoms you need to begin to do the things that empower you so you can live a fulfilled life. Self-discipline gives you power. And so many people are walking around without the true power that they're blessed with. They're walking around feeling broken and fractured and not able to really do and be all that they can be and do. And that's because life happens to them. But if you are more concerned about what you can do in your own life and affect those around you, then life wouldn't just haphazardly happen to you, right? So it's all about being disciplined in the things that you do so that you can accomplish your goals. Keep your goals in focus. Understand the things that will be required of you to accomplish those goals. Make the commitment, get a support system, and push forward with discipline to see the success that's required. And so having discipline, again, it's one of the most important things you can do. The sacrifices are going to be short-term, but the successes are going to be long-term, and they're going to be so rewarding. So here's a practical example. If you are on a health kick and you've made the decision to become healthier, and you need to wake up an hour earlier so that you can work out in the gym or maybe at home, don't do it just one day and decide, oh, that's just too much for me. I'm hurting. I don't have the time. Keep going. Day 2 will feel a little bit better. At the end of week 1, you'll feel so accomplished, you know, and pace yourself. If you need to do it every other day, then do that. But whatever your commitment is, be disciplined enough to get up early and put your running shoes on and go run. Do whatever it takes to do that, right? If it's your eating habits that you need to work on, then be disciplined enough to leave the unhealthy foods alone. Leave that ice cream. You've probably had enough ice cream for a lifetime. And use more fruits and vegetables. Do the things that will be healthier for you and get you closer to your goals. Maybe it's a business goal that you're working on that requires you to be more disciplined. And so you show up. You get on the conference calls, you go to the meetings, and if one person is in the room or 100 people are in the room, you do what's required of you anyhow. And then you flex that muscle, you build and grow, and those around you will see your commitment and your discipline, and it will catch on, and you'll be able to develop your own confidence as well. In your personal life, place your family and your loved ones first. Place them where they belong in your life. Don't allow the lack of discipline to push them to the side, to make them feel like they're being taken for granted, or that they're forgotten, that they're not important and everything else is important in your life. It's so easy for that to happen, especially in living an entrepreneurial life, and you're pushing and you're working and you're really trying to make progress and build this life you're working on. But it's really important that discipline, self-discipline, also relates to your family life. If you're not doing the things that you're supposed to do, stop that now. Stop ignoring them. And if you're supposed to show up every Friday to your significant other with some flowers, guess what? Do it. Whether you feel like it or not, or you're tired, or you've had a long week, be disciplined enough to stop and take $10 out of your pocket and get some flowers and show up with it. Just do it already. Now, there are things that we need to begin to be serious about in our lives. And the other thing about discipline is that, yes, it affords us the opportunity to build all this wonderful positive things, but it also helps us to remove and eliminate the things that need to be gone from our lives. So it helps us to eliminate destructive behavior, like addictions. You know, for some people, laziness is an addiction that needs to be gone, right? For others, it's procrastination. Whatever it is that's negatively affecting your growth and development, that's hindering your progress from moving closer to those goals in your life that enrich you, that help you to be more fulfilled and helps you to be happier. Get rid of it and utilize self-discipline to help you to get rid of it. Remove yourself from the noise that's around you and stay focused. Stay committed. Those things that are important and are worthy for you to do will help propel you forward. That's where you need to put your energy. There are times when you are not really feeling encouraged, and studying the Word of God and spending time with God is not what you want to do. Guess what? Do it anyhow. Show up early in the morning, leave the phone alone, leave Facebook alone, and spend time with God. Even when there's no prayer left in you, you pray anyhow and you say, God, I am tired, I am frustrated, I am ready to give up, and I need you. I know there's nowhere else to turn. I know I need you in my life, and I really don't even know what to say to you right now. I am so weak and depressed and discouraged. I really don't even know how to pray. So cover me, help me, bless me, just save me. I am not letting go of the hem of your garment until you bless me. And I really don't even know what to tell you, but you know my life. You know the brokenness of my life, and you know my desire to be fixed. So just fix me already. I'm tired of the struggle. Just pour out your favor upon me. Grant me your blessings and open up the doors that I need to have in my life. Give me the strength, because I really can't go on. But the one thing you don't do is to stop doing what's required to build that relationship with God, or to go to Him and say, my life's falling apart and I really don't know what to do. So you just go and do that anyhow. So discipline, self-discipline, is critical in every aspect of your life. Eliminate destructive behavior, build your self-esteem and your confidence, live a healthier, happier life. And so when discipline wins, you win. That's what happens when discipline wins. You win. And we are created to be the head and not the tail. We've got to have discipline in every aspect of our lives. We want to create winners and help people to be the winners that they are designed to be. And so I look forward to hearing from some of you about your new wins and the successes that you're having in your life because you've gotten more disciplined in every aspect of your life. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you spending some time with me. Have an amazing weekend. Be safe. And most of all, be disciplined. Blessings to all. Bye now.